Real-world data is data relating to a patient's health status and/or the delivery of healthcare routinely collected from a variety of sources such as electronic health records, medical claims and billing data, data from product and disease registries, patient-generated data, including from in-home use settings, and data gathered from other sources that can inform on health status, such as mobile devices. The synthesis of real-world data to derive clinical evidence about the usage and potential benefits or risks of a medical product is known as real-world evidence. In pharmacovigilance, real-world data has been used to identify potential safety signals and is complementary to spontaneous reporting systems. Real-world data can be utilized to address a multitude of pharmacovigilance-related questions, such as those related to medication errors, irrational use of medications, and the counterfeit of medicines. Real-world data can also be used to characterize safety signals, and it is expected that real-world evidence will be used for prediction modeling of adverse events. Real-world evidence has become increasingly important in the regulatory field around the world to generate evidence in both the pre- and post-marketing drug cycle, as well as in the healthcare, clinical, and scientific disciplines. Real-world evidence studies have been used to support regulatory decision-making on the safety of products and to support submissions to regulatory agencies. A new development is the incorporation of real-world evidence into the regulatory agency's approval process for effectiveness, particularly in supporting new indications, labeling changes, and potentially for approval of new products. For example, in the US, Congress requested the Institute of Medicine to assess the FDA and identify ways to improve the decision-making process at the FDA. In 2006, the report from the IOM was released, and the FDA was given not only more power and budget, but also was requested to use all available sources of information to approve new products. Since then, the FDA has restructured internally, and many initiatives started, such as the Mini Sentinel Initiative, followed by the Sentinel Initiative and the Observational Medical Outcomes Partnership that later developed the OMOP Common Data Model, allowing for the systematic analysis of disparate observational databases. In recent years, several large-scale distributed database networks have been set up to contribute to the regulatory decision-making process. For example, the Sentinel project from the US FDA and, more recently, Darwin EU from the European Medicines Agency were launched to improve the evaluation of the use, safety, and effectiveness of medicinal products by combining a large number of healthcare databases. The Sentinel and Darwin networks have been used in pharmacovigilance for signal identification, validation, and management.
The International Society of Pharmacovigilance, or ISoP, created the Real-World Evidence and Big Data Special Interest Group to understand how real-world evidence is used in signal identification, assessment, validation, and management. The overall aim of the Real-World Evidence SIG is to provide an opportunity for ISoP members to share, provide, and exchange information on relevant issues concerning both real-world evidence and big data in pharmacovigilance, especially innovative approaches and new methods for collecting, identifying, and analyzing large safety-related datasets, as well as to support the liaison between pharmacovigilance and pharmacoepidemiology. Current objectives of the Real-World Evidence SIG include organizing introductory pre-conference courses on pharmacoepidemiology as well as symposia on real-world evidence and big data in pharmacovigilance at ISoP annual conferences, providing updates on the activities of large-scale regulatory-driven networks, and contributing to developing methods to monitor the effectiveness and safety of medical products in subpopulations. This SIG is also expected to contribute to educating the broader ISoP community on the use of real-world evidence for decision-making, developing additional risk minimization measures, assessing the effectiveness of risk minimization measures, and communicating risks. The Real-World Evidence SIG is also planning to develop methodological papers on how spontaneous reporting systems and real-world evidence should complement each other, and on the role of real-world evidence and big data in all the stages of the signal management process, from signal detection to signal validation. Another objective of the real-world evidence SIG includes facilitating and increasing collaboration between ISoP and other organizations such as the International Society for Pharmacoepidemiology, the International Society for Pharmacoeconomics and Outcomes Research, EMA's European Network of Centers for Pharmacoepidemiology and Pharmacovigilance, the Institute for Safe Medication Practices, and other key international programs. Finally, the real-world evidence SIG will continue to partner with other SIGs such as medication error, risk minimization measures for Asian countries, and more, regarding educational and research initiatives. The real-world evidence SIG includes highly trained professionals in pharmacovigilance, pharmacoepidemiology, clinical pharmacology, biostatistics, medicine, pharmacy, and other disciplines. Our illustrious founding members continue to inspire the SIG, and their core principles continue to guide our many activities.
Come and join us today. For more information, please contact us directly using the following email.